what? There was a trending topic that happened last week, and it was under hashtag National Lazy Day, and it kind of caught my attention. So I was like, okay, let me take a look at this and see what this was all about. And when I did, I happened to read the article, and it's saying that laziness is a sign of intelligence.
I wonder what they meant by that.
Researchers say that people who spend more time thinking are less physically active.
That is very true on my behalf, yes. You see that.
I see it, but I say that because we have people of our own that are just as lazy and has still got some loose screws in their head.
Please do not get me started on that.
That's just one of the reasons. I wouldn't just, one man quote that, but at the same time, that's just how I seen it. I was like, okay, there's people that I'm surrounded by that still got loose screws in their head.
But see, there's some people that would even sit there and say, I don't know if it's researchers, but these are just people, that randomly say this, is that overthinking can really cause you a lot of stress too.
And of course they didn't touch up on it, but in so many words, that's what it is. But to read off some of this article, from by a Stacy Liberatore, I believe it is. That's what it looks like. But if I did pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, it's from her, and says that a new study reveals that intelligent people live a more sedentary lifestyle, as they rarely become bored and spend more time lost in their thoughts.
Man, that's why I don't want to be lost in my own thoughts. I only want to be lost in my own thoughts when I'm actually sitting down being active and thinking about doing something versus just being in bed thinking about something, being lost in my thoughts.
Exactly.
Two big differences on my behalf on that.
But also, looking at this and continue reading, knowing from it from what I did, so after 7 days, they had did a test for it. They, I think they picked like 60 people. Half of the 60 was deemed thinkers, and the other was non-thinkers. So what they did, for 7 days, they hooked them up to a actigraphy device, and they wore it over 7 days. And so that just kind of analyzed the activities between non-thinkers and active thinkers. So after the 7 days, the team compiled the data and found the thinkers was much less active than the non-thinkers.
Because the non-thinkers ain't even trying to think about thinking; they just
they are in their own thoughts. They are in their own minds. Exactly. Right. And so, reason an example to this is that a past study had found that those deemed non-thinkers became bored much easier and also experienced the negative effects that comes with it. That was previous studies. Now all of a sudden, this study comes in and it's completely the flip opposite. The flip opposite. Now, so I happened to do the test of it. I couldn't score myself because, number one, I don't know how they scored this. And I looked at it and I kept looking at it like, now how am I going to score this? Now I know I can be dumb. This is one of them.
Oh, so you're saying you're not the brightest crayon
I'm
in
not
the box.
the brightest crayon in the box. And trust me, I use highlights. I am not brighter than these highlighters. So, trust me, I have pink, yellow, green, orange, and blue. I am not brighter than none of these.
So you weren't able to score yourself? I might be able to score you.
You could probably be able to score it for me.
It just depends on what it is and what they're asking for.
But see, I'm going to read it, though, first.
Go ahead.
Of course, they had rated it from 1 to 5.
What did they put the answers on that sheet right there?
This is just the answers to the score? Or what? No. Well, yes, they did.
These are just categories?
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
I get it. They rated 1 to 5, and so I used the highlighter. I used 1 is pink, 2 is yellow, 3 is green. 3 is green, is uncertain. 4 is orange, and 5 is blue. So With that being said, I used the different questions that they used, and I used it based off of the color of the highlighter.
Right.
And you will have to use the 9-point scale.
Mm-hmm.
The highest possible score on the need for connection scale is 72. So 18 items multiplied by 4 points each. Being the highest 72, the lowest negative 72.
You want to talk about a Michael Jordan formula? This is one of them.
Now, why do you think I said I'm not the brightest crown in the box when it came
I'm
down
not
to that?
either.
I'm not the brightest when it comes down to that type of score. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
What is this chart? Is this something that they
That
did
is
on
a
their
chart from the
studies?
studies, yes.
Okay.
That
So where's
is-
your score at?
I didn't do it. I just sat there and said it. I can't score myself. I'm not the brightest crown in the box when I'm trying to score it.
I want to take this quiz.
And now, being funny, I think we're both active thinkers. We're active thinkers.
I think I'm too active when it comes down to me being lazy.
Active thinkers. I think we're active thinkers. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this.
So they don't grade it for you, you have to grade it yourself?
You have to do it yourself. You have to score yourself.
Oh.
I wish they would have had some kind of formula on there to like where, okay, this is what you do and how you do it instead of just explaining it. They need to have a formula of some sort.
Okay,
But they didn't have that.
I see the what you call it here. I'm gonna take this quiz. Just don't let me forget to get the website off of that. But yeah, I want to look at that. Take a look at that myself.
Yeah, that was and then the questions was very interesting because most of mine is highlighted blue.
Well,
And that's a 5. Extremely characteristic.
oh, maybe I can do it. Where's the score? Where's the score? Oh,
That score.
right here.
Oh, you talking about that type of score?
Yeah, I didn't see that. I wasn't paying
Okay,
attention.
here. I'll read off the questions to you, and then you can determine it.
Okay, so you have. Let's see here. Okay, go ahead. See if this works.
It's 18 questions.
It's 18 questions. Go ahead.
I would prefer complex to simple problems.
Okay.
I like to have the responsibility of.
Wait a minute. What's the score?
Oh. 1 being extremely characteristic, 2 somewhat.
No, your score first.
Mine was a 5.
Okay, so what's the actual formula for it? I mean, what's
I
the
don't know.
actual? You read it to me. You just read that to me. $18 items multiplied by 4 points each.
Okay, so it's 18 questions.
It's 18 questions, so it's
So you have to multiply what?
5 times 4, I guess.
Is that what that is?
I believe so. 5 times 4.
Okay,
That'd be 20.
So I got another 5 here.
I can't think about that right now. I can't think.
I'm telling you.
I can't think. Being on a time limit, I can't think right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is
We'll
crazy.
get to it.
We'll
Trust me.
definitely we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about that on the end run.
So yeah, they had different stuff in here that kind of interests me, and stuff like that. Smart people are loners.
We'll put that as a part 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll put that as a part 2 because
Gotcha.
I want to actually do some homework on that.
Yeah, to make sure you do the kids too. That's important.
Oh, very
You
important.
college schools.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you.